After the wilderness, the lights come on and the red carpet is rolled out. I did not know that there could be so much light in just one setting. It's beautiful. I also did not know that there was a carpet being woven for just this occasion and just for me, and in my favorite color too, red. This is God. This is certainly God. I can see that they have outdone themselves. Quite impressive. Lights do have a way of fueling excitement. The party mode is obviously in huge attendance too. As he hands me the microphone, everyone becomes silent. I realize that I'm expected to say something nice and respectful, not only to appreciate them for coming, but also to thank them for walking with me on this journey. But I'm lost for words. I panic. What am I going to say to such a crowd? Where were they? Where were they when I needed them? Where were they when the wilderness had both its hands around my throat and almost strangled me? Where were they when tears of desperation flooded my bed for lack of answers to wild situations that I was flooded in then? Where were they during those lonely nights when I simply needed company, just someone to talk to? Where were all these people? Before me are those who relentlessly slandered me and dragged my unwilling name through the mud without shame. Those who believe the slander are also present, and once again I taste the pain that I felt at their betrayal. And a battle wages inside. I see it as it used to be then. Pleasant faces with stony hearts and daggers drawn behind iron backs. What can I possibly say to them? I have no words. And as I catch his eye, he knows exactly what I'm thinking. He knows it. But we both know, we have both agreed that this is my call. He cannot help me sidestep it. It has to be done, and in the best way possible too. So I do what comes easily to me. By the grace of God, of course. I worship. I look up to heaven and open my mouth in worship to the one who was there then. The only one who was there then. Sounds of deep adoration birthed in the wilderness pour out of my mouth. How can such beauty be birthed out of such ugliness? How can such a wilderness produce such worship? Abundance of wealth and testimonies in the wilderness? As I worship God out of this belly of living water, I wonder how someone who was once so despised and from whom men hid their faces and quickly ran away from can become so respected. But for the grace of God, I see them all, even those that I had intentionally not included on the guest list. And I wonder how they now want to be as close as they possibly can to me to hear all that I now have to say. So as the spotlight gathers strength, so do I from on high. And I finally thank God in prayer and begin to speak. I testify. I testify not only because I have reason to, but because it is the only way that I can be truthful amidst all their deception that haunted me all those years. And as I finally hand over the microphone, the lights are turned up a notch higher, as if instructed by God Himself, and the music follows closely behind. Food and drinks in abundance need no beckoning. It is after the wilderness, and the party goes on.